Welcome back to our channel.
Hello and welcome. The podcast is where we explain some common English words in a simple and fun way. I'm Lisa and I'm here with my friend Eric. Hi, Eric.
Hi, Lisa, and hello to all our listeners. We hope you are having a great day and you are ready to learn some new words with us.
Today we have 5 words to explain. The first word is to depend on. Then we will continue aim, feature, look for, and the last one is time flies.
Let's start with the first word, to depend.
To depend.
To depend. What does to depend mean, Lisa?
To depend means to be decided by or to change according to the other thing you cannot control. For example, if I say the weather depends on the season, it means that the weather is different in different seasons. Or if I say your success depends on your effort, it means that your success will be connected to how you study or your effort.
I see. So, to depend means that something is not fixed, but can change depending on another thing.
Exactly, Eric. You got it. Can you think of another example with to depend?
Let me try. How about this? The price of the ticket depends on the day of the week. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. That's a good example, Eric. It means that the ticket is cheaper or more expensive on different days of the week. Let's look at our example dialogue.
Do you think we'll go to the beach this weekend?
It all depends on the weather. If it's sunny, we can go.
So if it rains, we'll need to make other plans.
Exactly. Our beach day depends on the weather.
This example is about showing how to depend is used to show that one thing is connected to another, right?
Yes, Eric. It shows that our plans or decisions can be based on factors like the weather in this case.
It's like saying, our actions are not just up to us. They can be decided by other things around us.
True. It reminds us not to be sure because things we do can change based on conditions we can't control.
Right? Have you made any plans that depended on something else recently, Lisa?
Yes, actually, my weekend walk depended on my friend's availability the last weekend. Luckily, they were free, so we went.
That's great to hear. It shows how to depend can change social plans, not just things like the weather.
Exactly. What about our listeners? Have you had situations where your plans depended on something or someone? Okay, let's continue with the next word. Aim.
Aim.
Aim. What does aim mean, Eric?
To aim means to have a goal or a purpose. For example, if I say, my aim is to learn English, it means that learning English is my aim, and I want to do it.
I see. So, aim means something that you want to do or achieve.
Exactly, Lisa. You got it. Can you give me another example with aim?
Let me think. How about this? His aim is to become a doctor. Does that work?
Yes, it does. That's a very good example. It means that to be a doctor is the job he wants to do.
Okay, now let's have a look at our example dialogue.
Jake, what's your aim for joining the photography club?
Well, Sarah, my aim is to improve my photography skills. I want to take nice pictures of nature.
That's a wonderful aim. I joined because my aim is to meet other photographers and learn from them.
The dialogue showed us people might have different aims, even when they do the same thing, right?
Yes, Eric. It's interesting how our aims show what's important to us and what we want to do in life.
What is your most important aim in life, Lisa?
Wow, that's a big question. Let me think. I think my most important aim in life is to be happy and to help others be happy too.
That's a beautiful aim, Lisa. I admire your kindness and positivity.
Thank you, Eric. What about you? What is your most important aim in life?
My most important aim in life is to learn new things and to travel the world. I love discovering new cultures and languages.
That's a wonderful aim too, Eric. I think you are very adventurous and curious.
Thank you, Lisa.
Okay, well, our third word is feature.
Feature.
Feature. What does feature mean, Eric?
To feature means to have, or include something important or special. For example, if I say, this phone features a high-resolution camera, it means that this phone has a high-resolution camera as one of its special characteristics.
Exactly, and it's the same with online courses or anything else. They might have videos, quizzes, or live talks with teachers. Can you give me another example with feature?
Let me think. How about this? The most important feature of this podcast is Lisa and Eric. Does that work?
Wow, fantastic. That's a very good example. It means that this podcast has Lisa and Eric as its important or special hosts. Maybe our viewers can share their opinions about the most important feature of this podcast.
Yes, we will be waiting for them to write their opinion.
Okay, now we will watch and listen our example dialogue.
Why did you choose this laptop over others?
Its battery life is a very important feature. It can last all day without charging, which is perfect for my studies and work.
That sounds really useful. A long battery life is definitely an important feature of a laptop.
That example really shows how a feature can make a big difference in our choices, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Features can be the reason we choose one thing over another because they meet our needs or wants.
Exactly, like choosing a laptop with a long battery life, because you need it for work or study all day.
It's all about what makes something special to us. What features do you look for in things you use every day, Eric?
Good question. I look for features that make my life easier, like a phone with a good camera for taking photos.
That makes sense. Everyone has different needs, so the importance of a feature might change for everybody.
Definitely. What about our listeners? What features do you value in the things you use? Let us know.
And with that, are we ready to explore our next word? Our fourth word is to look for.
To look for.
To look for. What does to look for mean, Eric?
To look for means to try to find something or someone that you want or need. For example, if I say I'm looking for my keys, it means that I'm trying to find my keys because I've lost them or I need them. Or if I say he is looking for a job, it means that he is trying to find a job because he wants to work or he needs money.
Or if I say she is looking for a friend, it means that she is trying to find a friend because she is lonely or she wants to have fun. Let's move on to our dialogue examples so that our viewers understand it better.
What are you doing under the table, Mia?
I'm looking for my earrings. I dropped it somewhere around here.
Oh no, let me help. What does it look like?
It's small and silver. Thanks for helping me look for it.
That dialogue shows how to look for is used when someone is trying to find something they've lost or need.
It's a phrase we use often in everyday life. Whether it's looking for lost items, searching for information, or even seeking happiness, we're always looking for.
It's interesting that to look for might be used for physical things, but ideas or feelings as well.
True. For instance, someone might say they are looking for advice. It means they're seeking help or guidance.
Yes, it's something we all do. What are you looking for these days, Lisa?
Well, I'm looking for a new book to read. Something exciting and inspiring. What about you, Eric?
I'm looking for a new hobby, maybe something outdoors.
That sounds like a great idea. It shows there's always something we're looking for in life.
Absolutely. And to our listeners, what are you looking for? Maybe you'll find it in our next word. Are we ready to move on?
Okay, our next and last word is time flies.
Time flies.
Time flies? What does it mean, Eric?
This is an expression we use to say that time passes very quickly.
It's often used when you're having fun or when you're very busy and not noticing how fast time is going.
For example, if I say time flies when you are having fun, it means that when you are enjoying yourself, you don't notice how fast time goes by. Or if I say time flies when you are busy, it means that when you have a lot of things to do, you don't realize how much time you spend on them. Let's look at our example dialogue.
Can you believe we've been talking for 3 hours already?
Really? Wow, time flies when you're having fun. It feels like we just started.
I know. It's been great to catch up. We should do this again soon.
Agreed. Let's make sure to meet up more often.
That story shows time flies really well, doesn't it?
Yes, it's like a reminder to enjoy every moment, because time goes so fast when we're happy or busy.
True. When we do things we love, we don't see how fast time flies.
Yes, I was gardening last week and suddenly it was noon. I did not notice how time flew.
I feel the same when I play guitar. Time just disappears. Lisa, it's clear. Time flies when we're doing things we enjoy. What about our listeners? When does time fly for you? Well, it looks like our time together today is coming to an end. Time flies during our podcast, and I hope we've made learning English a fun experience for you today. Right, Lisa?
I hope so, Eric. From To Depend to Time Flies, I hope our discussions have helped our listeners understand these English words and phrases a little better.
And we've had some fun along the way with our example dialogues and chats. Remember, learning English, or any language, is a journey. Don't be afraid to make mistakes or ask questions. That's how we learn and grow.
Absolutely, Eric. And to our wonderful listeners and viewers, thank you for joining us on today's episode of the Simply Explained English podcast. We hope you found it helpful and enjoyable.
If you liked what you heard today, don't forget to subscribe and like our podcast video for more simple explanations of English words and phrases. We're here to help make your learning journey a bit easier and a lot more fun.
And we'd love to hear from you. If there are any words or phrases you'd like us to explain in future episodes, please let us know.
Until next time, keep practicing, stay curious, and remember, every day is a chance to learn something new.
Goodbye for now, and remember, time flies when you're learning English.
Bye, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa.
And I'm Eric. We're here to help you understand English words in a very simple way.
We'll explain some English words, use them in sentences, and then show you how they work in real conversations.
Our goal is to make everything easy to understand.
That's right, Eric. Today we are going to explain 5 words that you might hear or use in everyday conversations. The first word is proper. Then, to be related to something. Then we will continue with to be various, habit, and finally, to take care of somebody.
Sounds good, Lisa. Let's start with the first word, proper. What does proper mean, Lisa?
Well, Eric, proper means correct or suitable for a certain situation. If you say that something is proper, you mean that it is the right thing to do, or the right way to behave. For example, you can say, it is proper to say thank you when someone helps you.
I see. So, proper means correct or suitable. Can you give us another example, Lisa?
Sure, Eric. Another example is, you should wear proper clothes for the weather. This means that you should wear clothes that are right for the temperature and the conditions outside.
That makes sense, Lisa. Thank you for explaining what proper means to us. Now, let's see how we can use proper in a short dialogue. Here is an example.
Is it proper to wear a hat inside the classroom, Mrs. Smith?
No, it's not proper. You should take off your hat when you're indoors, especially in a classroom.
I understand now. Thank you, Mrs. Smith.
So, Lisa, thinking about our dialogue, why do you think it's not considered proper to wear a hat indoors?
Well, Eric, it's about showing respect. To take off your hat is a way to show respect to the place and the people around you. It's an interesting tradition in many cultures.
Exactly, Lisa. It's all about knowing what's suitable for each situation.
Yes, Eric. Okay, let's talk about our next word. To be related to something. This means there is a connection or link between 2 or more things.
Like if you say this book is related to history, it means the book has information connected to historical events. Or you can say this book is related to the movie we watched yesterday. Or she is related to him by marriage.
Can you think of another example sentence with the phrase to be related to something, Eric?
How about this? His headache is related to his lack of sleep.
That's a good example, Eric. It means that his headache is connected to his lack of sleep.
Yes, that's what it means, Lisa.
And now, let's listen to a short dialogue that uses this phrase in a conversation. Pay attention to how the phrase to be related to something is used and what it means in this context.
Do you think eating lots of candy is related to getting a stomachache?
Yes, Mia. Eating too much candy can be related to feeling sick. Candy is very sweet and not good in large amounts.
I ate too much candy yesterday and I didn't feel good.
Yes, Mia. Your stomach ache might be related to a lot of candy you ate.
That story was a good example of how to be related to something can be used in daily life. And have you noticed how something simple like what you eat is related to how you feel, Lisa?
Absolutely, Eric. When I eat healthy food, I feel much better. It shows how our choices are related to our health. Okay, let's move on to the next word. The next word is habit.
Habit.
Habit. It means something you do often or regularly, usually without thinking much about it.
For example, brushing your teeth every morning and night is a good habit. It's something you do regularly for your health.
And there are also bad habits, like biting your nails or staying up too late. These are things you might do often, but they are not good for you.
Exactly, Lisa. Positive or negative habits can affect our lives. Healthy habits, like exercise and a balanced diet, can improve our health. But bad habits, like smoking, can be negative for our lives.
Yes, Eric, it's definitely true. Let's listen to our example dialogue about the usage of habit.
Mom, why do you always tell me to make my bed in the morning?
Making your bed every morning should be your habit, Jamie. It helps you start your day organized and makes your room look nice.
I never thought about it like that.
That's the spirit. Building good habits like this will help you in many ways as you grow up.
Lisa, do you have a good habit you've started recently?
Yes, Eric. I've started the habit of drinking water first thing in the morning. It's a small change, but I feel better throughout the day.
That's a great habit to have. I've been trying to read a little every night before bed. It's a good way to relax and improve my mind.
It sounds like we're both finding simple habits that can make a big difference in our daily lives.
Absolutely, Lisa. They are both good habits.
Okay, let's have a look at the word to take care of somebody.
To take care of somebody.
To take care of somebody? This means making sure somebody are okay, healthy, and have what they need.
Yes, like when a mother and father take care of their child. They feed them, make sure they're clean, and help them feel safe and loved.
You can also help a friend who is sick or sad by taking care of them. You could just sit with them and listen, or you could make them a meal.
It's not just about physical things, like food and clothes. It's also about making someone feel happy and supported. It shows you love and care for them.
And taking care of someone can make you feel good too. It's nice to help and make someone smile.
Let's move on to our example dialogue, Lisa.
Okay, Eric?
Grandma, do you want a blanket? It's getting a bit chilly.
That would be lovely. Thank you, Alex. You always take good care of me.
It's no trouble, Grandma. I like making sure you're comfortable.
And I appreciate it very much. It's wonderful to have someone take care of me like you do.
It's great to see a grandson taking care of his grandma.
It's true, Lisa. Have you ever had to take care of someone?
Yes, Eric. Last year my little brother was sick. So I stayed home with him. I made sure he ate soup and got plenty of rest. It felt good to be there for him.
That's really kind of you, Lisa. I remember taking care of my friend's cat while he was on vacation. It's different, but I wanted to make sure the cat was happy and healthy.
It's great, Eric. And taking care of someone isn't just for people. We can also take care of pets by feeding them, walking them, and making sure they're healthy.
I agree, Lisa. Let's continue with the next word, to be various.
To be various.
To be various. What does it mean, Lisa?
Well, it means to be different or many. For example, if you say that something is various, you mean that it has many different kinds or types. Or you can say there are various kinds of flowers in the garden. This means that there are many different types of flowers, such as roses, tulips, and sunflowers.
So, to be various means to be different or diverse. Can you give us another example, Lisa?
Sure, Eric. Another example is he likes to listen to various kinds of music. This means that he likes to listen to different types of music, such as rock, jazz, and classical.
That makes sense, Lisa. Thank you for explaining to be various to us.
You're welcome, Eric. Now let's see how we can use to be various in a short dialogue. Here is an example.
Look at all these fruits and vegetables, Sarah. There are so many different kinds.
Yes, Tom. There are various fruits like apples, bananas, and oranges. And look at the vegetables: carrots, tomatoes, and lettuce.
I love coming here. Every time there are various things to see and buy.
Me too. It's fun to try new foods when there are so many various choices.
Eric, I wonder, do you have a favorite fruit or vegetable from the various ones?
I do, Lisa. I really like apples because they're so juicy and sweet. How about you? Is there a particular fruit or vegetable you prefer among the various options?
I'm a big fan of carrots. They're sweet, crunchy, and you can use them in so many different recipes. It's great how markets offer various choices so we can enjoy our favorites and discover new ones.
It sure is, Lisa. The farmers' markets make eating healthy and delicious. Well, it looks like we've come to the end of today's episode of The Simply Explained English.
Yes, we've talked about some important words and phrases today.
We hope these explanations and examples help you understand these words better and encourage you to use them in your daily English conversations.
And remember, whether it's building good habits or taking care of someone, these words are all about making positive choices in our lives.
Absolutely, Lisa. We'd love to hear how you use these words in your own life. Feel free to share your sentences with us.
Thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you found our podcast helpful and enjoyable.
And don't forget to tune in next time for more simple explanations to help you on your English learning journey.
Until then, keep practicing and take good care of each other. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.